Hello, welcome to Board Deck and Dice. Today we're doing something a bit different. I already have a review of Dale of Merchants number 1 up on the site. Dale of Merchants 2 really adds more decks to the game. It's the same basic game. There is official team rules which were included in the other one as well, but nothing's really changed apart from the decks, and so it's the decks that you kind of want to see. So I'm just going to run through the decks and how they play. The first thing I'll show you is the new market board. So there's your market board, and if you've kickstarted it and got the bonus pack, you also get a little mini one for travel play. So just a little reminder really of what the values are. That's quite nice that that's in there. So let's show you, there's two different types of junk card again with the expansion. Again, they're kind of cards you don't really want to get in your hand. And then we have the systematic, I've got to say this right, Eurasian Beavers. Now these cards are all about planning. So next time you purchase a card, you may place one card used in the purchase on the top of your deck, so that kind of gives you some abilities there. Before you build a stack, you may choose a card from the market and place it into your hand. Quite handy, no pun intended. You may throw away one card. So that's a really handy power there. So it's all about planning, biding your time, and reordering your deck. So that's the Beavers, which came as a Kickstarter expansion. Next we have the Platypuses, and they are all about getting cards into your hands at the right time. They're planning, again, card control is how they are listed. Let's wait for this to focus in. Take the top card from your discard pile, place it in your deck, very good. When you use this card to purchase, you may rearrange any cards in the market before you purchase. Again, excellent that. Swap this card with any card from a stack in your stall. I really like that power. It lets you be a bit more use any cards and then get some useful ones back. Search your deck for a card, place it into your hand, and draw 3 cards from your deck and place them into your hand, then discard 3. So you can change up your hand, get rid of some junk. When you use this card to purchase, you may keep this card in your hand. So again, that's a very handy one, especially if you're getting towards those other, the higher end market stacks. Then we have the Diligent Pale-Throated Sloths, and these are all about delayed actions. So this first card here, we get it in focus, there we go. At the start of your next turn, draw a card from your deck. So that comes at the start of your next turn, something we haven't seen there before. At the start of your next time, choose a card for free from the market. Draw junk cards from your discard pile, and then you may throw away one card. At the start of your next turn, you may search a discard and place it in your hand. And draw a card from your deck and place it into your hand. Do the same again at the start of your next turn. All the cards you use on your next turn get +1. So they're kind of delayed actions that will help you out. We have the Intimidating Dwarf Crocodiles, and they are obviously going to affect the other players. Other players discard, nasty little one there. When other players purchase the cards in the market, get a 2+ price until the start of your next turn. That's good if you've got one that you've got your eye on. Take the top card from your deck, choose one of those cards to place back on the top of each player from each player's deck, so you can shift them around a little bit, stop their combos. Take the top card from another player's deck and place it into your hand, then choose one card from your hand to place back there. Good if you've got a lot of junk in your hand. When other players build stacks, each stack value is required to be +1 until the start of your next turn, and other players can only draw up to 1 new card at the end of their turn. So they're messing around with other players, basically friendly fennec foxes, which are all about helping others. So let's see how those work. Look at another player's hand, then you may place this card on the top of your deck. All players search their decks and may take a card from there and place it into their hands, then all players shuffle their decks. So that'd be really interesting to play. Choose left or right. All players take a random card from the hand of a player in the chosen direction. So that's a bit random, that one. Take a random card from each player's hand. Choose one of those cards to give back to each player. Choose left or right, starting with you and proceeding in the chosen direction. All players choose a card from the market and place it into their hands. So at least you get first dibs if there's rubbish in there. Oh, I can't see that one being chosen very often because it kind of helps everyone else, but it's a very interesting set. The Reckless Marbled Polecats, and this is the one in this set that comes with the dice, so this is going to be a lucky set. It says Taking Risks. So let's get that in focus there. Roll the dice and throw away the rolled amount of cards in the market, fill the market up. So if you don't like the market, that's very handy. Choose and show another card from your hand. Roll the dice and multiply the card's chosen value. Oh, that's good. Bonus two things. Throw away a card from your hand. If it was Animal Folk, draw one card and place it from the market and place it in your hand. So good trade there. If you guess the top card's value from the market deck, show the card and place it in your hand. Otherwise, throw the card away. A bit of a risk there. Roll the dice. Search your deck and swap the rolled amount of cards between your hand and deck. Shuffle. When this card is in your store, your hand side is increased by 1. So that's a good payoff for that set. If you want to be lucky, you get another set. And the last one to look at is the Owls. And this is all about reacting to others. So perhaps a good one to play against the Crocodiles, we'll see. You may draw the top 3 cards from your deck and place them back in any order. So you can plan ahead with that one. Another player has resolved a technique card. After another player has resolved one, search your deck. You may discard 1 card from there, so good for junk removal. After this card is placed into your hand, you may throw away a card from your hand. If you do so, draw 1 card. Play it from your deck and place it into your hand. After another player purchases a card, you may draw a card from your deck and place it into your hand, then discard. After another player shuffles their deck, you may swap an Animal Folk in your hand with another in your discard pile. That's quite good. After another player builds a stack, you may search a discard pile for a card and place it on top of your deck. So, lots of different feels to the other game, lots more options. There's now, if you get the Kickstarter version with the extra set of animals, there's now 13 decks to choose from, which gives you lots of variability. I'll play it a few times and see if there's anything else to mention in a review, but there's a look at all the cards in the game.